They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. They hand it off to Mostert. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Tua. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Now Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Up the middle with Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 36.
3rd down and 1. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
This is 1st and 10. play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
They'll set up to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Barkley will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
To throw is Tua. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Tagovailoa. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go play action with Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw is Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Bears 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's complete to Brown.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to